we hit a milestone.
We hit a milestone of
us.
5,000.
That is hype. That is media hype. I challenge him to mention where he generated that power. I challenge him to mention a new power plant that has been constructed since 2013.
Okay, let's talk about Egbe, which you say is anti-labor. For instance, people say that the generation in Egbe has improved. It was not as good as it used to be. It went up at some point, and at some point we understand that there was a rift between, you know, the management and those who lived around. At some point you understand that there was sabotage of the systems at Egbe, and, you know, at some point generation dipped. Right now it would seem it's picked up again, but because of this strike again by another sector of the union, there's been no gas supply to Egbe. It's going to take a while for it to go up again, and even when it goes up, there is no guarantee that it's going to get into the homes of, you know, or businesses of anybody who needs the electricity. So in this light, because you've talked about a power play between, you know, the employers of labor, in this case Ikeja Disco, and also the labor unions themselves, it doesn't matter to anybody here, it would seem, that people need this electricity and can't get it. It doesn't matter to the workers, does it?
What doesn't matter to the workers?
That people need electricity.
What matters
and
to you is it getting electricity and the workers should die?
I'm asking. Does it matter to
the
because what it was saying
between you and mine is a selfish thing. When you want electricity at the cost, even at the death of the worker.
You pose this question to me,
yeah,
you know, because I'm here on this set.
Yeah,
I mean, but there are people who are consumers out there.
That's what we're saying.
Just a moment, who are wondering what is going on. I have bought my electricity. I have paid for my service. Yes. I should be able to get service.
Clearly.
I'm not getting service.
Yes.
What are they supposed to do?
What they're supposed to do?
Yes.
You go to the person you paid and ask him why you're not getting service. Because when they were taking over, there were three bases. You must have managerial ability, technical competence, and FDI, foreign direct investment. If you can't manage man and machine, you can't be in that sector. So those are issues you must look at. Now that man that collected money for you to buy card, and now maybe he bought good machines, and he's not paying the people who will operate those such machines, you can't get supply.
Mr. Ajaero, would you say that the unions are biting a lot more than they can chew? Because, well, I mean, we've seen this.
If you say that.
Initially, we saw. Let me land on my question, sir. We saw this, you know, when the companies were privatized, we saw that the unions were at loggerheads with the new owners. I mean, because of the amount of workers that they said they had to lay off, and you were able to successfully negotiate an amount of money that let, you know, you would seem give the workers a soft. I'm not correct in that.
Go ahead.
You know, you're able to successfully negotiate an amount of money that, you know, seemed to have the workers, you know, who were living with their benefits and gratuity, as it were. Someone would say that it would seem that enough concession has been given in that regard, or you don't think so?
Well, between 2013 to date, when they took over, I mentioned here that they have sacked almost 20,000 workers.
Without benefits?
You know, like this one in the Ikeja now. They say, yeah, 1 month salary will be paid to you. That's all. Now, within these 3 years now, and I want to tell you that we have kept quiet. And it appears the only job they're about doing is sacking. Well, this one I'm talking of Ikeja now, I'm mentioning 400. They sacked last year. They keep on sacking. That is not generation. That is not distribution. That is not transmission.
I'm just wondering, the people who are sacking these people, I mean, I don't think that they want to leave the place empty. Do you think that they want to cannibalize the place, or they want to actually supply electricity?
Well, majority of them don't even know what they're doing. I don't know where they're bringing them from. That is why the first point of call in trying to save costs, they look at it as sack. That's all. Majority of them are not managers, and they don't even have the experience.
Let's go back to how, you know, one of the problems that people say exists in government is the fact that people are hired. Sometimes they're not even given roles. Sometimes people are hired on the basis of man, no man, and they're not very effective. You know, sometimes government has people it just hires for the sake of hiring because it needs to create jobs, as it were. Would you have honestly asked a private entity to take on even this class of people? I mean, there are people who are there and doing their job and doing it very effectively and working within the constraints that they're working. But would you honestly ask a private entity that when you take over a government enterprise that has been privatized, that they take on that burden as well? How would you suggest that they get rid of those people who were hired on the basis of man, no man, and all sorts of things?
Well, it depends on what you mean by hiring by man, no man. Because it's good for us to hear, to quantify that everybody working in a place was hired by man, no man.
I didn't say everybody.
Well,
I think it's very important that be clarified.
200 and something people were hired by man, no man. I'm saying that if you want to conduct a test.
I'm not referring to the 200 people.
I'm just
Mr. Ajaero, I'm saying...
I'm using it as an example. Will you allow me to learn?
Okay.
I'm using it as an example. Now, if you want to conduct a test or an evaluation, you can subject everybody. Whether the people over here or here. There can be two rules. And then those that perform, you take them if it is a matter of recruiting. But since 2012, 13, these people were re-engaged in the new services.
So they had a new contract?
Yeah. Whether it is the new people that are equally being disengaged or the legacy staff, we are not discriminating on the people they have sacked now. So we are talking of 200 and something people, according to them, that were sacked. Some of them may have been recruited last year or last 2 years, or some were there for the past 10 years. But we are saying there is a policy for you to even if you want to sack the whole people, that you must follow. There is a law in this land that you must obey. So if you follow that process, I won't have this problem.
Okay, so who are these, which firms, outfits sacked this 20,000 people since 2013 that you talked about?
The Discos and Gencos, when they took over.
Across the country?
Yes. Maybe we want to assume that they felt that the number they had was much and they have reduced. But now what the KD is even trying to...
Was that process legitimate?
Well, at the point of handover.
Because we understand that the FG said they have sorted all packages, they've given them the severance packages.
If the FG say that,
and then they
whoever said that on behalf of the FG should be fired. He doesn't know what is happening in the power sector. And he can't deceive Nigerians to say they have settled all exit packages. All the staff, the 50,000 staff are being owed one thing or the other. And I don't know where the spokesperson of the FG has fixed their money up to this moment. About 4,000 have not been paid. I want to engage in
how much?
About 4,000 people have not been paid their entitlement. And almost 50,000 are being owed one thing or the other, including pension. And he can't come up here to make such a comment.
What do you say to the company that says, well, since we bought this companies over from the federal government, we've been running at a loss and we've not been able to make anything. And it would seem that what the unions are asking us is for us to continue to run, whether or not we go under. What do you say to those people?
Which company is not making profit? These guys have been given tariff increase 2-3 times. And where they were even making 1 billion, they're making 3 billion. I want to engage them. Now,
you've seen the books?
I'm telling you, our people are the people collecting the revenue. They are some making but they are telling you that they are running at a loss because of government's 40%. They don't want to declare profit because of that government. So it's like they bought 50% and they are controlling 100%. Always giving reason that they are not making profit. They are liars.
So you don't believe that?
No.
You don't believe that side of the story?
They shouldn't go there. They shouldn't go there.
What if it's true?
What makes it true?
I'm just saying, what if it is true?
That they have not added one equipment, no new transformer, no new power station. Then their tariff has tripled and they are making profit and they have reduced staff by more than 50%. Come on now.
So does that mean that these people who have been sacked in Ikeja and Igbenyi Disco, if they engage the unions and talk to them and insist that, well, we have to let these people off, will the union agree with that?
The union should have seen reason, if it is genuine reason, and you won't hear it. I won't be here today. If it is reason, because there, first and foremost, there will be an organization before people work there. The organization must survive even before people are paid. So the union is not a bunch of people who don't understand the way it goes. But at last, that of Ikeja you know, we had to call off action there because we have agreed to set up a joint committee.
Well, you've suspended.
Yes,
the
yes,
action.
to review that process, you know, both management and union. And we have equally agreed to set up a joint committee to draft a condition of service where these issues are clearly stipulated. So that we have done already, and action, work resumed there. So when we finish the process, maybe Nigerians will benefit from it. But we have been writing them for the past 3 years for this to be done, and they were not responding until we saw this embarrassment.
Has Egbe done the same thing?
Egbe has agreed to commence that in the next few weeks. And to repair the roof of the staff, they remove their roof. Because when an employer goes to remove the roof of a staff and he expects him to go to work, it's not possible. So that was what happened. There are TCN staff who evacuate whatever they generate there. So if those staff, and they went to remove their roof, those staff say they are not working. If Egbe lies, let them generate 1 million megawatts. It can't live there. So that's what they did understand in the first place.
So at the moment, both Egbe and Ikeja Discos, the workers are going back to work.
Yeah, we are working. You know, the DSS facilitated a meeting where they made this commitment, you know, and we see if they continue this way, we go back to work and work the process.
All right, Comrade Ajaero is the Secretary General, Electricity Workers Union, also leading his faction of the NLC. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll be back. We have another perspective on the same matter. Don't go away.